Wait, did you just say every woman here is a pick me?
More or less. Not you,
Oh
probably.
no. Hold on.
Wait.
Wait. How is understanding how the other species operates and how what they value, what they want, how is understanding them a pick me when we always say, well, wait. When we always say that they need to understand women, it's like, how are you supposed to be in a relationship with someone? When you get in a relationship with friends, you try to understand your friends and you want them to understand you so you can grow that relationship, so you can be the best friend they have in that relationship. How are you going to be one-sided and say, oh, we don't need to understand men, we don't need to know this about men, they need to understand us and how we operate? And that's a pick me if we try to understand how they operate, to be able to have a good relationship, to not be single at 40 with 12 kids, to not die alone with a dog. How is that a pick me?
Well fucking said.
Oh, my Lord.
Every woman here is a pick me?
Never let the woman respond. They just only had the man at the end. Well fucking said. First of all, she's calling men a different species. Honey, I don't know what it is that you're dating for you to consider men a different species, but nonetheless, do women need to understand men? Yes, of course. Women need to understand men. Men need to understand women so that we can have healthy relationships. But the problem that I see is, who are we listening to? Because these men will have you running around, jumping up and down. You remember Simon Says. Simon Says, put your hands up. Simon Says, put your hands down. Simon Says, put your hands up. And you jumping up and down and you're doing all of this and you jumping through all of these motions. The issue is, how much internal work has the average modern man who's making all of these goddamn statements? How much internal work have they done? Throughout the ages, has the issue been that women are just not understanding men and what men need enough, and women just aren't contorting themselves to be any and everything that men have ever wanted? Part of the issue is that throughout the ages, that has been all that there has been, that women have had to navigate through these spaces, learning how to keep their lives, because their lives and the lives of their children depended on them understanding men. It is men who are for the first time being tasked with understanding women. So this is not equal. We are not the same. We don't have the similar dynamics in the relationship. And then not only that, women are so relationship focused and geared. We are continuously doing things to try to make our relationships better. We're going to the classes, we're going to the seminars, we're reading the books, we're listening to the audio books, we're reading the magazines. When you look at men's magazines, look at the title. I remember I first noticed this when I was in college. You look at the titles of women's magazines. This is why I stopped subscribing to women's magazines, because it's all about how to make sure your jaw muscles are tight enough, how to make sure that you could bend enough, how to make sure you buy in the right underwear, how to get your body to be what he wants, how to make your hair cut how he wants, how to make your makeup like the man, or how to do that, how to make them hair, how to keep a man, That's all they talk about. How to keep a man, how to make him happy, how to contort yourself, how to twist yourself, how to bend yourself to his will. Because many of them don't want to mate, they want to mat. They want you to bend and get low and flat enough for them to be able to step over without any encumbrances. There has never been a time in which, en masse, men have been tasked to learn women, to really, really learn what women want. And for the first time in history, men are being tasked with stepping up, doing the internal work, learning how to communicate, learning what women truly want. And in response to that, we have women who are offsetting it by, well, why don't you learn what it is that a man wants? According to what it is that a man wants, he wants a pussy popping virgin who works to pay half of the bills and also submits and is at home taking care of the whole house, so that when he comes home, there's a meal there and she is able to give birth to as many children as he will want, and then not put him on child support if he doesn't step up. And then if he is there in the home, does all of the motherly duties and does not get one stretch mark, does not gain not a pound, not an ounce, does all of this stuff in the house, and still has on her makeup at night and jumps up in the morning to go put on makeup before he wakes up and is at his beck and call, giving him what it is that he needs, is a sexual goddess in the bedroom, but never had intercourse. These are the things that men are saying that they want. They want these impossible conundrums that they want to be able to have intercourse with you, that you better have intercourse with them by the first date.
If you accept the first date, what you're telling, I can see having sex with you right now. You should kiss on the second date. Third date, it should go down.
This is what they're saying. Don't go out on dates if you're not going to have intercourse. Don't go out on dates after dark if you're not going to have intercourse. You need to know by the third date that you're going to have intercourse. And you better, if you like him, you better have intercourse with him. But you couldn't have had that strategy with anybody else, only him. But then he also wants to have to wait 1.5 years for intercourse to just make sure that you is really a good girl, that you're not like, I don't do this with everyone, but also get it by the third date. It's like, if we listen to what men want, this is what I'm saying. Where are we being led to? Men don't really know what it is that they want. You would do better, listening to a matriarch and what men really want. You would do better talking to a woman who has had, and then the sad part about that is that the men of a prior generation where granny wasn't even happy. So she could talk about what the man wants. He wants you to shut the F up, have nothing to say. He wants to be a quote unquote power couple while you're powerless. So when she's sitting up there talking about how she may or may not be a pick-me, and I mean, maybe you are a pick-me, and that's okay. There are people out there who, it takes all types. And I can guarantee you the type of man that is interested in her is not interested in a woman like me, and vice versa. I'm not interested in the type of man who is interested in a woman like that. I'm just not. That's not how I roll. That's not what I attract. Because it's giving insecurity. It's giving powerlessness. That I need you to be powerless in order for me to have power. The type of man that I attract is one in which we conspire together. We pontificate together. We hash out ideas, and we are able to really truthfully be open and honest enough with one another. Not this pantomime submission that he requires because in all other facets of his life, he is so lowly, that he is so downtrodden, that he is so without any real power, that the only power that he can have is over you. I'm not interested in that type of union. She's talking about being 40 with 12 kids. How the fuck do you think she got there? Excuse my French. She got there listening to what men wanted. They said they want the pussy. She gave up the pussy. They said they wanted it raw. She gave it to them raw. They wanted to bust nuts in her, and she allowed it. 1 baby, 2 baby, 3 babies, 4, 5 babies, 6 babies, 7 babies, more. That's what they said that they wanted. Unprotected sex eventually, infertile people leads to children. It leads to new lives being created. How do you think they got in those positions? Listening to men. Because if you would listen to women, people who had been there before, you would say, no. Oh, no. Close it. Find somebody. First of all, motherfucker, let me tell you something. Goddamn it. If a man is trying to fuck on the first night, I'm looking at you, sir, wondering what the fuck is wrong with you. We got too many women out here giving men a pass for their bad damn behavior. Come on. If a man is pressing for intercourse on the first night, first of all, I know that you're not sexually selective. I know that this is how you live your life, sir, and that I am not interested in. It's like the people are like, oh yeah, master key can open all these locks, and if your key is ramming and a jamming in all of these locks, what good are you to me? Your key is rubbed out, sir. Your key is rubbed out. Watch the long-form content on Facebook and YouTube, and you can catch the shorts on TikTok and Instagram. Be a part of the live audience on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and now on Twitch. Send me stories at TonyaTKO.com. That's www.tonyatko.com. Links in the description. Or just look for Tonya TKO or Tonya TKO Show on all platforms.